I usually check them every day to make sure, because if you don't and they start sprouting, your sprouts can die underneath the cardboard. So make sure you check. All right, guys, it is fall potato planting time. But if you've seen seed potatoes, you know that this will grow. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Angel's Peaceful Garden. I'm a beginner gardener in Gardening Zone 8B, and I am super excited. I'm on vacation this week, and I've been working hard for the past 3 days, getting things done in the garden. And I was like, you know what? Let me turn on the camera, show them what I've been working on, and take them along for it's fall. It's fall prep, it's fall planting, it's fall seed starting, it's all the things fall. So yeah, that's what we're working on right now. I have 107 days until my first frost, which is November 20th. I'm in zone 8B. So what that means is I still have time in the summer growing season, but I need to be preparing for fall. So what I'm doing right now is, and I feel like, to me, I'm a little bit late because I wanted to start my fall seeds 2 weeks ago to have 6 weeks for them to be ready to go out in the garden. Today is August 5th. So I am not going to make the 6-week window, but I'm probably still going to put out my starts for fall around the 2nd week in September, and I'll be okay. What I'm planting is frost hardy, so the only thing that absolutely has to be planted today is the potatoes. Potatoes can't take a frost, and they'll be fine because I have 107 days. The white potatoes that I'm planting only need 70 to 80 days. So we're good. I am right on schedule. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've been working on for the last few days without you guys. I just wanted to get it done, y'all. I just wanted to get it done. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've been working on. And then we'll start planting some seeds. I got carrots and some other root crops that I want to get in. So let's get started. I was able to go ahead and come along the entire back fence and get all of these pots right here on the drip irrigation, and I'm really excited about that. Some of the drip emitters don't let out a lot of water, or it could be that I have so much on this line that by the time it gets over here, it's just a trickle. So I took the top off so it can just come out like this. Then that way it's enough water still coming out to keep these pots watered. I also was able to pull out an Amish paste tomato over here, and we put in these 2 tomatoes as well. Was needing to transplant these. However, there were strong winds. Y'all know I have lots of wind in my backyard, and the cups that these were in fell over and broke the stems. They look like they're doing well. The stems were not completely broken on these 2 plants, but broken enough where I wanted to stabilize them by burying them really, really deeply. And tomatoes, you're able to do that with. So that worked out, and they seem to be doing well. And they have plenty of time to grow and give us a good harvest. Once I think they're healed, I'll probably move one of them out of this pot so that they have enough room. Over here, I had one of the heat wave tomatoes right there. I pulled it out. We also took out the heat waves that were here. I had 2 heat wave plants there. We were able to up pot the Texas Star hibiscus. So we have 4 of those here. We up potted the Swiss chard, and I have 4 of those as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we also started some more okra. These are called, I can't remember what they're called right now. I will put that up on the screen, but they are not the same variety as what I have growing currently, which is Clemson Spineless. I have not done anything with this coleus yet, but I have up-potted all of these, and I do know that these coleus will get really big. I'm just putting them in the Dollar Tree containers for right now so that they can get large enough to be transplanted. And the callaloo this one is ready to go out. So I am definitely going to be taking care of that this week. I think I'm going to give these callaloo a little bit more time. I'm only going to be planting 4 in the garden because they get rather large. So I think I only need 4 of those plants. It's time for us to get rid of these marigolds. So I'm going to put my fall carrots in these whiskey barrels. I'm going to take this one out on this side and the one on the opposite side, and then we're going to plant carrots. I did try to do some summer carrots in here, but we got baby carrots. I stopped watering it so that it would be easier to take out, but my dirt is very dry. I'm going to amend it with perlite in it, some compost, and also I'm going to use an all-purpose fertilizer. I'm going to use a 10-10-10. This perlite is going to make this be a little bit lighter of a soil for the carrots. That feels a whole lot better. I'm going to go ahead and pre-moisten. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make trenches. You know what? I'm going to do one of each because I haven't figured out what I like best, to make the little trench or to just broadcast the seeds over the soil. I think I'm going to make trenches in this one and then broadcast on that side. We'll see which one has better germination. That's a good experiment. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle a good amount of blood meal. And this is an all-purpose fertilizer, Expert Gardener, 10-10-10. Now for the seeds. I got to take my gloves off for this, y'all. These seeds are tiny, and I'm going to try and spread them out so that I can get a good amount of seeds, but not have to thin them that much. This is a Danvers 126 carrot variety. I didn't make these trenches very deep at all. It's not even a half an inch. So I'll just close them up. And I do use the cardboard trick where you put the cardboard on top after you finish planting. And then I put a brick on top of that. Sorry for my neighbor's dog barking, but he hears me over here. And whenever he hears me over here, he has to say hello. I'm going to do a little bit more in this one. Okay. I thought I dropped the whole packet, but I didn't. Okay. Now I'm just going to close up the trenches. Hopefully y'all can see this. I brought it a little bit closer so that y'all can see. So I'm just lightly closing up where I planted the seeds. And then I'm going to pat it down so that the seeds make contact. And now I have my cardboard. Also going to wet the cardboard. I usually check them every day to make sure, because if you don't and they start sprouting, your sprouts can die underneath the cardboard. So make sure you check. All right, guys, it is fall potato planting time. And I was able to take some of my harvest and chit them out, meaning they have eyes on them where new potato plants will grow. And so I didn't buy any seed potatoes this time. What I'm planting will actually be from my harvest. So this is free except for one that was store-bought, this one. And so none of these, well, these I think are Yukon Gold. This one was store-bought, so I don't know the variety. And these, they're so shriveled, I can't really tell what they are. But if you've seen seed potatoes, you know that this will grow. I have 3 of these tiny ones, 3 big ones, and 1 from the store. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put 1 medium-sized one, 3 small ones, and 3 of the Yukon Gold in this bag right here. So we'll have only 2 bags of potatoes for fall. Hey, I think whatever we get in harvest in fall is a plus, because we did have a really good potato harvest in spring. Let's get started planting these, see what we can get. I'm going to do these with bone meal and an all-purpose fertilizer, Expert Gardener, just like I did the carrots. It is a 10-10-10. I'm going to go down about 4 to 5 inches. I'm going to plant the seed potato with the eyes facing up. All right, so I finished planting them, and I'm going to show you where they are going to live while they grow. So right here on this back shelf, they're going to get some afternoon shade. So we'll put them here, and I'll even be able to put them on the drip line right here. So super important, and I won't have to water them every day. But we're going to get them labeled, and we're going to pray that the good Lord blesses these bags of potatoes. When my watermelons start growing, I try to put these bags on them so that they won't have too much stress on the stem and they won't fall off on the ground. So I just put it on like that, just put it on around, and then pull the drawstring, try to find somewhere to relieve the stress and make a knot. Now it's sitting in the bag. These are pretty green, so even though they're small, I don't think the plant is going to abort them at this point. I think they're just going to be small because there's so many on here. I did take off 2 as well, so there were just a lot of watermelon that got pollinated at the same time. It's okay if they're tiny. I ordered these little bags off of Amazon. I don't know if y'all saw it, but a bumblebee is buzzing me. I'm moving away from there as calmly as I can because I want my bee to work. But he buzzed me real good, real good. Like, leave my spot alone so I can work. I'm going to plant 2 runners in each of these Dollar Tree watering cans because they don't work as watering cans, but I can use them as planters. I found that they work pretty well. I am going to put them in here until they root, and then I'll transfer them into the strawberry patch. Since we did lose 2 mother plants, there's a lot of empty space up there. I am going to be planting some root crops in there for fall though, so stay tuned on that. If you see down here though, all of these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 runners that I am going to cut off. This plant right here is starting to produce again, and I do want to encourage that. So what I heard is that they will focus on the runners unless you cut them off. So I am going to cut these off to try to encourage runners in this plant. And since it's ever bearing, it will grow more crowns and still reproduce. So I am hoping that is what happens. This pot is only so big, so even that may be an issue later on. But for right now, I'm going to let this plant continue to grow in this pot because I lost the 2 mother plants I put in the bed. And I can't afford to lose more strawberries right now. So I'm going to go ahead and plant these runners that we have right here into these planters. Okay, we've already cut off the runners. Some of them did have, let me see if I can find one. Yeah, like this one. There are 3 more strawberry plants on this one. So I'm just imagining how much of its energy it was wasting on this right here. So all of that energy will go back into the crowns. I'm going to use landscape pins to put them in, but to be honest, you really don't even need these if it's not at a slant like this. And the ones that I rooted in the bed, all I did was push them down into the dirt and they did the rest themselves. Just like that. I'm gonna moisten this one. With these, you do have to hold this up when you water it, and I just let it drain for a bit and then you can let it down. Push in the landscape pin, do the same thing here. Okay, now I have marigold seeds and I have some nasturtiums as well. And I'm going to plant the nasturtiums into my flower bed. So they'll be pretty for fall. They'll be absolutely beautiful. They'll be blooming. We have 65 days to bloom on the nasturtiums. So right now we're in August. So October we'll start getting blooms, and I have a full month before I have my first frost, and probably they'll last until December because last year it was definitely hot. In December, I remember we were having temperatures 70s and 80s. We didn't dip down into where we couldn't plant anymore, or it was just too cold to be outside until January all the way through February. So those are the really cold months here. Hopefully we'll be able to have blooms on the nasturtiums and the marigolds all the way through December. That would be wonderful. I have 2 different types of nasturtiums. I have Alaska nasturtium, and this one is red and like yellow. It can get up to 12 inches in height, and it was very pretty for me in the spring. Also, the Empress of India is all red blooms, and that was pretty as well. So I think I prefer the Empress of India, but I only have 1 packet, and I'm going to try to do 4 plants in each of these. The yellow will be pretty as well because it'll be fall. And if I still have sunflowers going, it'll play off of that color. So I think I'm going to plant on the sides of the bed so that it can spill over a little bit. See what happens. We'll just alternate. There's not many seeds in the Dollar Tree packet, as you know. So I'm going to try to use this all up since I'm going to open it. There's only 7 in the Dollar Tree packet. So definitely going to use all of these up. So a 1/2 inch deep and 8 inches to 12 inches apart. We'll go. We've got 3 in this bed. I'm going to go over to the other bed and put 3 more. And I'm going to center these red and yellow on the inside of the bed. And then I'm going to put the Empress of India on the outside. I was wanting something that was like more of a compact plant, and I forgot. The reason why I have the holes in this bed is because there were nasturtiums there that died when it got too hot. Now this one only takes 32 to 40 days to bloom, not 65 like the other one. So that's fantastic. It's going to come up in 7 to 14 days and then 32 to 40 days to bloom. That's wild. These are really fast. So I will put one right here in the front. I'm going to save some of these seeds because I'm just thinking it's still going to be hot in September. Hopefully they don't come up and it's still way too hot for them. So I'm going to save some just in case. I'll come back and water those in a little bit. I'm going to add the marigolds in with the tomatoes that we've already transplanted. These are 1/4 of an inch. So basically they want you to surface sow, but they don't say that on the packet. And it is 12 inches in height. 12 inches, not 12 feet. So that's fantastic. And it's 65 to 70 days to bloom on this one. Was I reading the wrong packet before? Let's see. Yeah, both of the nasturtiums should be blooming in 32 to 40 days. I was reading the marigold packet when I was saying that before. So that's good to know. Good to know. I was pretty liberal with those. I haven't put the tomatoes in yet, but I know that I will have already planted these, so I'll just be careful. We're going to go ahead and get this done. Basically, we're going to go ahead and get this done. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I appreciate all of you and all the ways you support the channel. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can be notified when I put out new videos. And as always, until I see you next time, may the good Lord take a liking to you.